So, a Bleach video. I never thought my first Bleach video would be like this. Me talking shit about the people who claim they like Bleach. But here I am, also defending the people who actually like Bleach, I guess, right? There's been a little bit of controversy around these new animes and shit. I don't know where you guys have been for the past 4 years, but anime's been getting popular, like really popular since like 2019, 2020. I think the pandemic helped it out a little bit, people in their house looking for something to do. Well, here's anime for you, helping you out. Everybody on Twitter keeps talking about the shit. I guess people finally said, hey, let me get into it. Let me see what it's all about. But that alone is not a problem, okay? New people liking anime, new people getting into shit, that's cool. That's always cool. We like that. Everybody likes it, right? More people, the more the merrier, man. Everybody knows why this thing is amazing now. It's like the more people who like strawberry ice cream, that's great, right? We all know how good this shit is together. It's amazing, isn't it? Some people weren't even watching or reading Bleach when it was popular back then. I bet some motherfuckers, I'm not even gonna say nothing, but in the comments, tell me if you know what strawberries and death mean. Do you know what strawberries and death mean? Do you know what it smell like? If you know what I'm talking about when I say strawberries and death, put it in the comments. You're an OG Bleach fan. Don't Google search it, just type it, okay? But there's also this thing called gatekeepers, okay? Gatekeepers in the anime space. There's gatekeepers everywhere. I'm sure we know them. I'm sure you've seen them before. But when it comes to certain anime like Bleach, that's when the gatekeepers get really extreme. I'm sure you wonder, what am I talking about? Well, let me give you an example. There's a YouTuber named Afro Senju. You might have heard of him, you might not have. I watch him sometimes, so I know him, right? And I know that he likes Bleach. But since a new wave of people who like anime came out, and they talk a bunch of shit about, oh, you don't really like this anime, or blah, 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 this anime is better than this one. It's a lot of biased trolling. They know they're trolling. I seen a video of some guy trying to dismiss Sparking Zero, and he couldn't even keep a straight face because he knows he's trolling deep down, saying, oh, fuck this game. What about that One Piece? Like, he know he's trolling. Like, he's trying to get clickbait. A lot of people get clickbait, and they purposely say things to get interactions. But it becomes a problem when you got people who think they really are the bastion. They're the bastion of Bleach lovers. They're the bastion of whoever, like the pinnacle. They're the prime example of a person who loves this thing. And they act like everything they do and everything they say and think is the only way to think and say about this thing you like. If you don't think and say what they think and say, you must not like this shit as much as them, which is crazy, isn't it? Now on screen, I'm going to show you an example of who I'm talking about. There's this YouTuber. He's talking shit about Afro, saying things. And by the way, I just want to show you all these screenshots. Feel free to pause. I'm not going to keep it on screen forever. But you can just see the type of people who think this way on the internet. The chronically online people that people say, chronically online. This is one of them, okay? Like, he's clearly racist. He clearly feels comfortable saying this racist shit on camera, or behind the camera, I should say, behind the screen, He'll probably never talk like this to anybody in person, and you know this for a fact. So, it's this new weird wave of people who think that because you talk shit about the anime means you don't like it, and they're biasly talking only good about the anime because they do like it, which is not genuine. It's never genuine. These people online is disingenuine, and it's fake, and it's trolling. Okay, they know they're trolling and they know it's fake. That's why they say it, to get reactions, or just to make people who don't really understand that they're trolling, to make those people think that what they're saying is true. So when they say Black Clover is the best anime, is better than Dragon Ball, and they're trolling, some people might believe that shit, get into it, and maybe they'll agree with them now, which is, I think that's like, you're not using your own brain at that point if you could just agree that easy, but that's beside the point. So you have these new people coming in saying things like, oh, you talk shit about the anime before, you don't like it, bro. Bleach had a renaissance in 2020. A lot of people have just come back to start watching it now. They weren't watching it when it was bad. They weren't watching it when it was good. They weren't watching it when there was no more Bleach to watch and everybody's just scratching at the wall knocking on Kubo's door, waiting for something new, and then we finally get the manga to come back, and the manga is subpar to the Bleach we've always been watching and loving and learning and everything, right? It's a completely different Bleach at this point. So for people who say that, like, you know, you don't like Bleach, and if they even go as far as to say that you talk shit about it before, well, that's just because, buddy, you weren't around when that shit was bad. You weren't that big of a fan. You only started being a fan in 2020. If you weren't that big of a fan to the point where you criticized everything the author's doing because you love the thing so much, and it changed up from what the fuck it used to be now. So there's no way you can ultimately like the small problems, because it's not the same shit you fell in love with. It's not the same Bleach. The 1,000-Year Blood War, take it or leave it, believe it or not. You can ask anybody who was always reading the manga. I'm talking about always reading it, not who just picked it up when the Bleach was gone and all this. I'm talking about people who've been reading that shit even since the last episode came out of the anime, before the Fullbringer arc. Everybody who read the Fullbringer arc and then read the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, we all know that those arcs were not that good. They were weak when it came out. The anime right now with the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, you'd be surprised to hear that it used to be bad, because it was. Okay, the anime is objectively, it's cleaning everything up. It's not even an opinion. It's cleaning everything up. It's adding different things into it. It's changing the order of certain events, so there's more context behind certain things now. This is just a fact. You can watch videos on it. You can read it yourself and see how certain things are in a slightly different order, just to make it that much better. Because the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, it wasn't just atrocious. It wasn't completely bad, but it had problems. There was a lot of problems around it. A lot of rushed things, a lot of shortened character development, a lot of things that felt like, yo, this is not the Bleach that has been out this whole time, like the Hueco Mundo and the Arancars and all that. This is not the same Bleach. You know, Saving Rukia, this is not the same Bleach. Oh yeah, quick digression, I forgot to mention that this guy that I'm talking about, James Harden or whatever the fuck his name was, the guy in question on the screenshots, he's just some white man from South Africa or some shit like that. He's just a white man, really. So when he's talking like this, talking about the N-word and black women and Asian, like, he's going crazy on the internet. These are the type of people. It's not everybody. Okay, I know it's not everybody, but these are generally the type of people that are chronically online, quote unquote. But I digress to say that it's just crazy out here. Maybe I should make a video on it, like a bigger video, because it's not only in Bleach. I just noticed it recently with Bleach, but this problem, this perception, these people who are new into anime and acting like they have every say so and they know everything about the anime now because they started watching it last year. This needs to stop, bro. You guys are phonies, you dilettantes. Like, yeah, anime's cool. It's really popular now too. If you watch it, you're cool now. Oh wow. But that doesn't mean you have to go online and try to act like you know every fucking thing about it, because you're easily exposed, bro. The only people who are buying your shit are the people who you're trying to get likes from. Those people who don't really watch anime, the newcomers. They're the ones who's buying your shit. They're the ones who follow your channel because they're like, oh, this guy knows everything. This guy's following all the new animes. No, this guy is only following the new animes, bro. He just started following the new animes, okay? Like, people saying shit like Afro, or saying shit like they said to Afro, like, you don't watch Bleach and all that. It's phony, bro. Those are the trollers. Those are not the real fans. They just started loving it recently. The line needs to be drawn somewhere. Okay, it's not that serious, but there needs to be a line somewhere, bro. I said this before with how much people love shit. Some people go crazy with it. Some people aren't. The line needs to be drawn. Because everybody who has hate for Bleach at some point, to some level, it doesn't mean that you just hate Bleach. It means that's how much you really loved it.